Oh yeah, good afternoon and welcome to Fashion Unleashed. It's the Barkfest at Tiffany, a little play on words, you know, breakfast at Tiffany's, and we're benefiting the Animal Hope and Wellness, and we're up here at the beautiful Universal Studios, where celebrities and many wonderful sponsors are here celebrating Fashion Unleashed. So I kind of got my best fashion vibe going on, but most of all to draw attention to some very, very, difficult issues to confront, but we're going to face them, and you're going to hear about it from all the designers, from the celebrities, and maybe even a few words from me about how we've got to love our little furry friends, because pets and animals, they rely on us, and they give us so much back more. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Now bring on our wonderful host, David O'Neill, who is hosting the event, and we have a few other things coming up. Thank you so much.
All right, good afternoon, everybody, and thank you all for being here. I realize it's awfully hot. Go figure, Southern California, and we're loaded with sunshine, and sometimes on a day like today, it might be slightly annoying, but look at it this way. You are here for a great cause. How many people own pets? Yeah, there's gotta be a lot of animal lovers out there. And you guys have rescues? Who has already rescued? And how much love does your rescue give you? Tremendous, right? I have 3 rescues myself. They sit there by the door every day when I come home. They're all little dogs, but they are just so filled with love.
Our MC, our star from ABC News, David O'Neill.
Hey, how are you doing, Jamie?
It's great to see you.
I'm so excited about this. When you mix fashion and then the cause, the benefit here with these beautiful, wonderful, adoring dogs that are desperate for a home. And I mean, to think that they were rescued, many of them from overseas in Asia, they're gonna be somebody's meal. And here they are, loving little beings that are so happy. And I had the opportunity of doing a segment on our show. We did a little mini fashion show. They brought some of the models.
With the dog?
With the dogs. The models came in with matching outfits with their little dogs, and then they walked around. But what I found was fascinating about these dogs, they had such difficult early lives, and yet they're so friendly and kind to people today. And the fact that they are looking for a home, and when you meet them, how do you say no?
You know, that's what David Ono does. He took his platform at a network major like ABC, gets bombarded with so many requests, but you made time for this. And the way you eloquently shared about these are extended family members.
They absolutely are.
And they give so much love, and they don't want anything back. I said, they don't care what network you're on, how much money you have, how famous you are. They just want to hang out with you and get something to eat, and...
Absolutely. Mark Ching, he gave me a little video of one of the dogs in particular, on the condition that dog was in when it was rescued, and it was in dire straits. It was very unhealthy. It was suffering. And then I was holding that dog, and the dog was so beautiful and kind now. And so to think the transition that Mark and his Animal Hope and Wellness Foundation is doing is really remarkable. So there's no arguing that this is a wonderful cause, and when you meet these animals, when you see what they're doing, going overseas and rescuing them, you have to contribute. You've got to help them out.
Yeah, it's powerful. And, the way that you showcase the story, this is some really troubling. I mean, it's barbaric.
It is. It's barbaric.
Can we stop it, David?
I don't know. It's like modern times will change. Time does eventually fix everything, and maybe the word gets out that this is the wrong route to go, but it's steeped in tradition. Many of these cultures go back many centuries, far longer than the United States of America, and so they've been doing this for generations. And
hence the Yulin
yes,
festival, right?
Right. So we've got to teach them that there are better things and better ways to live your lives and to support these kind and loving animals. I mean, as we all know, if you're a dog owner, and I own 3 dogs myself, you understand what it means when it comes to unconditional love. They sit by the door, they wait for you, they just want to be with you. And how do you treat something like that badly?
Yeah.
You can't.
You can't. Thank you so much for pulling all this together, really, and then for emceeing. Going to be a wonderful show. It's a great turnout.
Oh, yeah.
You and I, we're usually at red carpet events in the evening. This is one, we're up in the morning.
Yeah.
But truly, bringing the warmth and the eloquent way that you have conveyed this very, very difficult scenario that's happening. You made it just a little more easier for the rest of us that want to do something to be able to do something. How can we? By donating anywhere?
Yeah, look up Animal Hope and Wellness Foundation, Mark Ching's organization, and make a contribution. And you'll learn a lot more on their website about what they do and the animals they help. And it's not just the animals in Asia that he rescues, but here in America as well. And there's so many that need help. And once you meet them, you know, you're going to feel good about giving him a hand and allowing him to continue to do so.
What are your little dogs' names?
Charlie, Lily, and Annie. And they're all little dogs, and they're obnoxious, and I love them all.
Okay, Charlie, Lily, and
Annie.
And Annie.
So let's talk about Mark and Mark Ching and what he does. He opened my eyes to the abuse that is out there in the world. He uses the money that we'll raise here to travel to all these different countries. We've heard about Korea, we've heard about China, but there's 8 countries he goes to. And think about the size. Many of these countries are multiple islands. Think about China. Look how huge that country is. But that's just one small part of what he does. He also rescues animals right here in Southern California. Many animals that you have seen in the news because there are such horrible stories of abuse, and he tries to save them and eventually tries to give them homes. So what he does is invaluable to our community and to the world's community. And I think the fact that you are all here, you believe in what he's doing, and I commend you for your efforts in being here today and helping Mark to continue to do what he's doing. So I've said enough. I know it's hot. I want to bring out Mr. Mark Ching to tell you more about what he does.
Hi. My name's Mark. I run a foundation called Animal Hope and Wellness. We have been around since 2011. From the inception, we focus basically on cruelty cases within Los Angeles. Some of the cases we've done, they're pretty extreme. And over the years, we've become good at dealing with abuse.
Doesn't get bigger than this, people. Right here, the man travels the world, putting his good energy. To me, this is what a superhero is. Mark Ching.
Hi. Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You do an incredible work. I was just sharing pretty much with a lot of people. I don't have the type of strength that you have, which is to be able to, confront something as heinous. Really, there's no other way to describe it, but it has to be done, and you do it. Where did this start for you, and how do you do it every day?
Well, it started by other people raising awareness, and I saw something on the internet that I kind of didn't understand, and I guess we just kind of got up and did something, and so, yeah.
That's amazing because you're saving animals and you're trying to really change the world, because there's sections of this world that are incredible and have so much to contribute, and others that are savage and just barbaric. And it needs to stop, and you're doing it the best you can. Tell us, when you go and face some of these countries and get dogs, what are the steps where they get safe?
Yeah, a lot of what we do is about raising awareness and documenting so people know what's happening. And so we kind of plan everything out, where we're going, slaughterhouses in the area. And really, I go undercover as a dog meat buyer. And so it's kind of like, they welcome me because they think like, well, this guy's from the US and he can import dog meat. And we secretly document, and we've changed a lot. Now we're doing more government work. And so we're using the documentation to push the government to, pass animal protection laws, or that's the goal.
Well, I kind of like the steps you took, because to get the government or anyone to listen to your claims, you've already gone in and you've got some footage.
Correct.
Right? And that took balls, dude, because they could have pulled weapons on you. Have you ever had that happen?
Sure, a few times, yes.
Yeah. Can you believe it, folks? And some of you folks just got your feet up on the coffee table thinking you have nothing to do. Come help Mark Ching and his organization. People can find you where?
Animal Hope and Wellness on Instagram, and we have a shelter and foundation is in Sherman Oaks.
There it is, all happening right here. He's doing the work. send a check, make a deposit, or reach out if you have any kind of tools, legal tools, or any kind of weight that you have in government. Help Mark. We're helping how we can by being here today on this beautiful day up here at Universal Studios. Thank you for bringing your hope and wellness here and all that you do out in the world.
Well, thanks for having us. We're very grateful.
You're the best, brother. Thank you. God bless you. It's a great man. Mark Ching right here. We'll be right back. Fashion Unleashed.
And keep in mind, this is the inaugural Fashion Unleashed, so you're here for the very first one. So we're going to start the show off with a sneak peek at a children's collection promoting kindness to animals.
But my vision was to have a big fundraiser to help animals, and that was 10 years ago, and now it's happening, so I'm thrilled to bits.
I remember reading about you and how you were sharing how you could combine your passion for animals and your work in fashion, and tell us how that all came together.
Well, when I was teaching for many years, I decided to help new companies get launched because it was very difficult. And I started the FBI, Fashion Business Incorporated, and now we're, actually going to Shanghai next week to meet with some universities there to see about having FBI in Shanghai. And maybe we can bring some education to China with what we're doing with Fashion Unleashed.
Yes, and you are here today.
I'm Susan Chenitz with UBM Fashions, Coterie, Magic, Pool Project, all those wonderful shows, and we highly support Francis and the FBI and all the animal people. We have veterinary shows, so we're all part of the same wonderful marble.
People need to really understand, and if you don't have a pet or understand that pets and our animals are extended family members, you need to have an adjustment of some sort, because they really are extended family. And in this incredible world that we live in today with so many global medical advances, that we have such there's no other way, it's this tragic act against humanity, because pets play a part in our everyday human life. They give love, they give attention to the lonely.
Not only that, they gave us this wonderful process now of this process of helping with arthritis, the laser that started with the dogs, and now it's helping our people with hip problems, our seniors. Our dogs are so integrated. Our animals, our cats, dogs, guinea pigs, everything are such an integral part of our health and welfare and emotional welfare as well.
I agree. I mean, our bedroom at night is like a zoo. We've got 2 dogs and 2 cats in there and barely room for us, but they're more important.
If you need a zebra, I'm available. I have a black and white outfit.
We have our Holly Go Lightly pearls on, all vegan.
All here at the Fashion Unleashed Barkfest. I love that.
Thank you.
Barkfest, benefiting animal hope and wellness. We'll be right back, enjoying ourselves on this beautiful Sunday morning. The music. Oh yeah.
Next up, original doggy fashions from students and graduates of the Art Institute of California, Hollywood campus.
Well, the music's getting good and the celebrities are getting hotter. And one of the hardest ladies, it's hard coming up with all these intros.
That's good.
Off the cuff. But I am telling the truth. It's easy with my good friend and one of the hardest working women in show business, Kate Linder.
Hey, James, nice to see you.
Looking gorgeous. Can we get a shot of this outfit? Steve, can we get him away from the models? Steve, take a look at this. Give us a little. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Give me a little bump. Give me a little bump. Oh, yeah. Okay, I think this is getting rated to something else now.
Yeah,
this is daytime. And you participate in daytime. One of the legendary actresses in this town, but what I most admire about you over the years, it's not just 1 or 2 events. You were out really, I think the majority of work, although you have an incredible career, is you give to back, and you're out helping animals, children, and people.
I think it's really, really important to give back. I'm celebrity spokesperson for the ALS Association, Lou Gehrig's disease, and I do teas actually in Canada. I've got one coming up in Calgary for March of Dimes, and our 20th anniversary of doing them, I Bring Young and the Restless People, is coming up in July in Vancouver, July 16th.
Wow. How long is that going for? I mean, it's a weekend thing? Or?
Yes, it's the tea itself is 1 day, it's July 16th, and then I bring my actors, co-actors on Young and the Restless come up and help me out, so it's great.
Well, this is Fashion Unleashed. I love that concept.
I do.
It's
I love the
fashion.
title. I think the title's great.
Yeah, right? And so I thought I'd kind of give it a little fashion vibe, but really, you know,
We kind of match.
Yes, we do. We are a happy twosome here. But the Bark Fest at Tiffany's, benefiting the animal hope and wellness, you know, something close to your heart. I
Well,
know.
I think it's great because, you know, animals can't speak for themselves. They have no choice of what happens to them. And so we all need help these days, but they need a lot of help because they can't say what's happening to them.
So true. I was sharing with someone else the beauty about our extended family members, our little furry family members, is they don't care what you look like, what show you're on, how much money you have, how pretty you is. They just want to hang out with you and you got something to eat. And that's really unconditional love.
Unconditional, absolutely.
Well, thank you for having that unconditional love and bringing your celebrity presence, because if you're here, it draws in other people that want to see, well, what's Kate into? Then maybe I should be into that.
Well, you know, if I can help even a little bit, I think that's all so important. If we can all just give a teeny bit, just think we would all be in a much better place.
World's a better place. Kate Linder, right here, The Young and the Restless and Beyond. We'll be right back.